What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I am back with some more Age Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Oranos. His name is Tickle. His opponent today in the red color playing as Oranos. His name is Moloch. The map is Frozen Wastes. And this is the semi-finals for the Dodikilty Spring Smurf Tournament. If only tournament started with S, we could have Spring Smurf Shebang. Spring Smurf Shebang would have been sick. Alrighty then. So, Moloch playing his Oranos, Tickle playing his Oranos as well. Saw a nice play there from Tickle in the first game, but I feel like Moloch just threw away too many units and fell a little bit behind. Also didn't have his second town center timing very good. So we'll see if he can adapt here and see if he can either force his style going semi-fast heroic a little bit faster in order to keep up with Tickle's town center grabbing style, or adapts for the 3 town center play that Tickle's been doing here. So we'll see what happens. But it's looking like it's going to be another 4-minute advance time from Moloch. Maybe another 4-minute advance time from Moloch. You've only put 1 villager on food here, it looks like, which sometimes signals to me that that's a 4-minute advance time. Maybe? No? Well, he needs to get 100. He needs to get 125 wood here. And then he takes this villager off wood, puts it over onto food, and we'll see if he does that or not. And if he leaves the villager on wood, then he's doing something else. Okay, he's taking it off, going on over onto the berry bushes. This delays your classical age to be like more like a 405. You kind of want to eat the hunt up. There's enough food here to advance. You can always count up your hunt to work it out as well, because you can see you've got 50 food here. You need a little bit more here, a little bit more here. So you'll definitely get the 400 food from just these caribou, but you have to count it up and make sure. Tickle on the other hand, 1 villager gold, 1 villager wood is indication that he is going for a 430 advance time here. Last Shot says, you know what is better than Oranos? With the response from Wilm, double Oranos. That's all I have to say. Moloch, waiting on his classical age. You can see just slightly behind, 4 minutes here. And still, we've got the forward scouts up. Moloch going for exactly the same strategy. Tickle on the other hand, no variation in his strategy. Not really worried. He's just going to notice that the advance time is early for Moloch, and we'll see what Tickle's going to do as a response here. He's sent his oracles forward. Not going to bring them back just yet, but we'll see. And there is the score drop as well for Tickle. So now we know that Tickle's advancing 330. It's going to be 430 advance time. A touch behind there as well, though. So we'll see how that's going to work out for him, and if Moloch can find anything. He has not seen any of these huntables dead. Oh, he's going to notice that one there dead now if he checks it. But the oracles are in position. Very, very lucky on these, because the hunt could have been on this top side as well, but he spotted 1 caribou here. He's going to move in. Valor comes down, instantly going to be attacking the citizen. It's going to be retreating here at this point, straight into the sentry tower. The other citizen retreats as well, away from that location. And Moloch's not going to know about it, but he does only send 1 oracle over there instead, or he's going to see the citizen running away, and surely that indicates to him that there's nothing over here. But no, does not get that read. Checks out the location over here instead. Going to see no villagers gathering, and then send the oracle heroes in. We'll see if Oracle here is coming for Tickle. No, not going to use those at all. Mana coming down, counter barracks coming down, and military barracks coming down for Tickle. Does he have hand axe here? Cuts hand axe, does not grab that one, realizes he's kind of playing on the defensive for a little bit here. And now we've got no delay in the villages. That's exactly what you need. You kind of build one Murmillo. When you do this 4-minute advance line, you build one Murmillo, make sure that your town center produces the next villager, and then you start pumping out your Murmillo, because otherwise you get town center idle time, and you don't want to see that. We do see a Promethean moving forward. Love this from Tickle, because he's getting attacked by the heroes that Moloch's got, and honestly, they're not that strong. Only 7 attack, whereas a Murmillo has 8 attacks. So you can defend very easily. Whereas Moloch can't defend against this Promethean very easily unless he has his Promethean in there. And we have no idea where it's at, to be honest. I haven't... Oh, there he is. He's moving back to fight off the Promethean. His villager's going to be attacking or microing onto the Elk here to eat those. And Promethean is going to force his brother away as he stomps out of there. And we've got Terma coming in right now. Loses an Oracle here. And the army are going to be getting out of there at this point. Got the Valor coming in for Tickle. Gets him an extra citizen here. And now Tickle could start making a... Well, I guess he probably shouldn't make the push here. He's retreating, but he could make the push into this hunt and force a fight and try and win with better micro and having 2 Prometheans. Again, Tickle going for the early Promethean. He gets a nice pick off there. Nice kill the Promethean offspring as well. So super unfortunate for Moloch losing his Promethean. And more Promethean coming out for Tickle, so he's ready to move in. I guess it's a little bit of a different story than the first game because we have... Oh no, it's just hero oracles in the first game as well. So maybe that's the time to just go Prometheans because you pick up those hero oracles really nicely. Nice shockwave from Tickle. Moloch gets an even better one there though. Hits pretty much everything he possibly could. And we've got the Terma picking off those hero Terma nicely from Moloch. So Moloch's micro here going very, very nicely. Hero Murmillo on top of the Promethean here. And Promethean attacking the other Promethean. But there is a Hero Murmillo to pick him off. And we are going to be seeing Tickle retreating away from here. Little bit unfortunate. All of those Promethean get turned to offspring there. So big win for Moloch. He has to figure out, he has to decide now, I should say, what his next port of call here is going to be. And I would love to see him, as he's won that fight, cut military for 30 seconds and grab a second town center if he can. Or spam out his Promethean here, which is what he's doing. He's grabbing the Promethean, spamming out, and going for a pressure attack somewhere. There is 1,500 gold left in the gold mine, which is very standard. I think both players will have roughly the same amount of gold here. Yeah, roughly the same. So that's one advantage in Oranos Wars, or even like Mirror Wars, is you kind of have the exact state of your opponent's gold mine in your gold mine. So you know exactly when they're out. So when to go and check around. You see the Oracle Hero get him picked off. The Citizen Hero, too strong for him. And now Moloch looks like he might want to come over and pressure this hunt here. Don't want to let Tickle get away with getting hunt. But we'll see who can win this fight here. 3 Hero Murmillo versus a Hero Murmillo and a Hero Oracle. And there's enough Promethean here to do a lot of damage. Does pick off that Oracle nice and quick. Nice raid over here. Picks off a Citizen though. So that's really big for Tickle. Puts him ahead on the villager count by 1 by picking that one off. Because I don't think Moloch's grabbed any Citizen just yet. So that's going to allow Tickle to just get slightly more resources than Moloch. Even though he's lost more units. Going to be totally fine here. Now we see moving forward onto the Walrus here. Very aggressive hunt source, and that does feel good. Does feel good indeed. And the Moloch's gonna be super careful with his army because I feel like he's better with it in a ball than Tickle is spreading it out. Maybe you should go with a ball army and force a ball army from Tickle. And we'll see if he's doing, because you can see he's pulling the army away while he's fighting over here and losing a lot of stuff. The hero citizen taking some damage there. I mean, these Terma basically do nothing to the hero citizen. But we are seeing another fight here. This time Tickle's a Terma doing a lot of work here. Tickle's actually going to be a little bit in front. 109 population to Moloch's 80 population. This is a devastating victory right now for Tickle. He's just got so many more units right now than Moloch. What happened there? Oh, Moloch's going for a second town center behind this and he's deciding to fight. That's not what you want to do. Just give up the hunt, man. You've got the town center going up. That's an advantage in of itself. And taking this fight is a terrible idea because if you lose it, which he did, you don't replace your army immediately. It's very difficult for him, but town center just about to be up, and goats getting gathered now. We have Harmonious Necklace and Husbandry, so that's pretty big, but does help him out because he doesn't need to get pickaxe, so he's getting gold at slightly faster rate than Tickle is, and Moloch's moving up to this gold mine now, so he's sneaking up there, not spotted by any of the oracles, so we like that. And we've got Moloch losing his forward military barracks there. Hopefully he doesn't get spotted by this polar bear, or like hopefully the polar bear doesn't give away his location, but picks off the polar bear, decides not to hunt it. It's a bit sad. It's a lot of food there, and we do have some raids coming in. Going to be able to pick up a citizen here if Tickle doesn't notice it, which he doesn't, so that's really big. Picks off that one citizen, and there's a couple of citizens sitting in this little tree here that he could go after. Nice raid, nice deterrent from Tickle bringing all of his Terma back over, but these citizens will go into their home over here in the manors, and these mermill will be making their way away now. Tickle making a move forward here, but this town center is a nice defensive position for Moloch. Second town center now coming up for Tickle. And we do see the Terma have spotted the gold mining operation of Moloch. So we do have 2 Promethean now for Tickle, and no Promethean, or 1 Promethean or 2 Promethean also for Moloch. So he should be able to fend this fairly easily. I think the army is slightly in Moloch's favor now. So maybe he should force a fight. There's a lot of Terma though. Yeah, there's a lot of Terma. You got 10 Terma to 14 or 15 Terma. I think I would probably prefer to see Moloch, as he's playing defensive, because you got this town center up, transition into Kyra Ballista. But the shockwave comes down now. We'll see if he uses a shockwave back or not. Or nice micro with the Murmillo, pulling those Terma away. Really, really well played there from Moloch. Tickle not able to be on top of that one there. Also, Hero Citizen tanking some damage here from a couple of those Terma was really, really big. Probably not going to die either because it's so tanky. Just going to retreat all the way back over into the town center. He's super close to death, but I thought he would be jumping into the town center. 6 HP, 3 HP, and does garrison in there. So Moloch going to be not exactly winning the fight, but not exactly losing it either. And trying to maintain his hold on this gold mine, not going precisely how he wanted to, because he's kind of defended, population-wise 88 to 79, but he's still slightly behind on the population. But that means Tickle cannot win anymore in this matchup. Counter barracks now coming up for Moloch. Maybe we'll start seeing those Terma go into Kyra Ballista. It's actually a really important unit in this matchup, because, especially if you're playing defensive, because once you get enough of them, it just prevents your opponent from attacking you, and then you can just grab town centers and boom. But Not happening just yet. Military barracks go up in the middle of the map. Tickle pumping out Citizen from his 2 town centers. Still trying to move in here and utilize his turbo to pick off villages and the like. We have some Citizen getting attacked in the back. The Mamila doing quite a bit of damage here. And he's looking like some nice micro from Moloch in order to save his Citizen into the manor here, but it's just looking like the flood is maybe too much, and Moloch needs to... I feel like sometimes Atlantean players don't do this. They overvalue their spam ability, but you can just put the units into your military barracks like every other civilization can, and then pop them out when you have enough to fight. And it becomes a much more even fight when all of these units slowly picking off one unit by one unit. And while you get a couple of kills, it's just not efficient trading for Moloch here. Tickle really, really getting the damage dealt. And you can see that in the population difference, 125 to 96. And that's not because the economy is any better for Tickle. In fact, I think Moloch's economy is a touch better at this point. Because he has, well, he got Plow, I guess, but he doesn't have much else. He's got Harmonia's Necklace. Oh, and the recorded game ends there. So it looks like, I don't know what happened. Maybe the game was saved. No, maybe someone dropped out or the game was saved. If anybody saw this game in the chat, can you tell me if this was the end of the game and the win goes to who? Because at the moment, obviously, Tickle's ahead. So, or did they play it out? Okay, so apparently we're going to count this as a Molochian defeat. Tickle takes the game. It's not over by any stretch here. I believe that 100 population to 130 population is a big issue. But I think Moloch can make a comeback if he can grab the town center and switch into Karabalista. But he obviously doesn't have that in his brain to do. And Tickle's not giving it away by making his own Karabalista. So so that's it. I guess he did lose a lot of villages here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there was more villages here. So it is looking dire for Moloch. So we'll give it to Tickle. Tickle's taken the victory, goes on to the finals. So GG, well played. And we'll get that next game coming. Well, those finals coming really soon. So thanks for hanging out.